Good morning, YouTube. It is Monday and it's time to do another reading vlog. I am actually a little bit excited about this one. My week is going to be super busy, so I'm going to try and get through it. Generally, I fall asleep after like 10 pages, so I'm not sure how this is going to go, but this week I'm going to attempt to finish the books that I softly DNF'd. What I mean softly DNF'd is that I am a very moody reader. I'm going to tell you that. I am so moody as a reader. If somebody tells me you have to read this fantasy, you only have 1 week to read this fantasy, but I feel like reading romance, I'm not going to read that fantasy. I'm going to try. And at the point where I get bored, I don't understand something, or it's just not hitting it, and I want a good time, I'm going to put it down. I'm going to give it a little bit of a break. So this week, we're going to try and attempt. Listen, if I can get at least one book finished, I will be happy. I am going to show you which books I'm going to try and finish. But listen, this is not all. They've got bodies all through the house and the shed. But we're not going to look at that. We're just going to focus on the book stack that was the closest to my bed. Okay. So we've got a good variety here. And doesn't mean that these books are bad. No. It's just because I wasn't in the mood for them. How long you'd ask? They all vary. So these are the books. 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen, on average, I read about 4 to 6 books a week. But because we're already a little bit through most of them, you can see most of them are like almost at the halfway mark. Can you see that? And because I might not be in the mood for it, I'm going to push myself. First book is Twisted Games. Let's see what mark I'm at. Oh yeah, I'm at part 2 and 182 pages. So I probably pushed myself. I know why. It's not a bad book. I probably wasn't in the mood for like romance and smut. So this is about the princess, like a real life princess, not like Disney princess, and a bodyguard. So their relationship. And I think I wasn't in the mood for smut and kind of put it down and forgot about it. I've got all 4 books of the Twisted series. So I glanced at it and I was like, hey, I think I can finish this. I believe in myself. So we have a romance. The next one, okay, don't kill me. I still haven't read it. The House of Earth and Breath. I know. Listen. The Crescent City. I know. I haven't even finished Throne of Glass. Can you believe that? I literally finished book 2, the Throne of Glass book, last week. It's in my vlog. But the series is still waiting for me. So it's so lengthy. It's just so confusing. But every time I pick it up and read a little bit, I remember all the confusion that I read. It's weird. You know how some books you read and you're like, I have to restart it because I don't remember. I don't need to restart. I remember. But I remember all the confusing parts. And people tell me just push through it. It gets better. Why do I have? Right. I have 2 bookmarks in here. I was looking for you. Oh, so cute. My little wooden bookmarkers. So cute. Oh, it's upside down, sorry. Anyway, I'm sitting at 384 pages with this one. Fantasy. So this is fantasy. This is more, what's it called? So we're gonna, I think this is gonna be the last one I'm gonna try and attempt. Because it's just every time I try, it's the Ministry of Time. I hear so many big reviews about it, just like another author, the Tomorrow book. That's DNF'd as well, by the way. It's giving me the same feeling of that. Like, I think because it's so outside of my comfort zone, and I'm kind of like, what is the point of this? You know? So, but let's find where I reached it to. It's only been a couple of weeks, so I still remember. I reached page 84. So that's where I got to, page 84. And this is about time travel. So there's this ministry of time, so time travelers, and it's from a girl who started working for them. She's the bridge, so she is trying to fill in time travelers into current times. That's what I understood so far. That's it. So that was like a little bits and pieces of her filling in this guy. That's it. That's all I know. Okay, and one more. We're gonna try and attempt the Song of the Marked. I kind of forgot what I read. To be honest, I kind of forgot. And I'm 208 pages in. I'm gonna put my bookmark here because I don't get yeared at the book, and okay. So that's where we're sitting at. I'm not even gonna tell you what this is because I kind of forgot. I'm not gonna lie. So I think I'm gonna reread the last maybe 100 pages or 50 to kind of like wake up my brain a little bit and see. But my God, that's so aggressive. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna start with this one, nice and light for Monday. Wake up my brain a little bit, make my coffee, and get going. Morning. It is the next day. I'm on page 220. I only got to read a little bit yesterday morning, and I grabbed the book last night before going to bed, and I just passed out. I was so exhausted. I was really tired. My job is tiring. A lot of power. I need to yell at people. I'm a fitness instructor, so that's why. And like PT clients through the day, so a lot of lifting, packing away. And on top of that, you have to remember to take care of yourself, stretching, eating, staying hydrated. And I've got kids, so after school activities, and then some more classes. So usually I get very, very tired through the busy season. So I didn't get to read that much. So I'm going to try and sit down maybe like 30-40 minutes because I have to prepare for work before anyone wakes up. It's quiet, my cup of coffee, just starting a new day. I just read a scene after the gardens, when she had her date after the gardens, and I read a scene between her and Reese, and I'm not sure if this is a good idea to read this first thing in the morning for me. The smut is smutting, and I don't think I can handle it. I don't think. I'm like, this is too early for this. Yeah. I think I should have just read fantasy, not smut. Hi guys, we are 10 days later. My eyes are red and I am so tired. It is Thursday. It's been actually 3 days since I spoke to you. I'm gonna give you a little update. Ignore the tiredness. I had a shower and blow dried my hair, so I actually look like a mom. But I finished Twisted Games. Yay! One down. I had such a busy week, and this was actually really nice to read at the end of the day. Super easy, and I'm so glad I finished. It's book 2 of the Twisted series. I like this one more than book 1. I'm gonna give this 3.75. I was gonna give it a 4, but for me, giving 4 star for smutty books, it's like I think because I put it down, it didn't take it up there, but I'm honestly glad that I put it down, and I remembered everything. It was that easy to read, and I remembered everything I read for the first half of this book. And I really, really enjoyed the writer. I liked the little twist that they've added at the end with the couple. The smut is smutting and it's spicy. I wasn't in the mood for smutty books. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like my smut, but I kind of skimmed through it, so I just wanted to kind of see where the story leads more. And I think because I was really in a mood for fantasy, but I was like, no, I've read so many fantasies in a row, so we're actually going to finish this. I needed to finish this, and I did. So that's ticked off. 3.75. And this one was about a princess and a bodyguard. I think I've already explained to you what it's about. Yeah, 3.75. Then I decided, oh my God, I just got really sharp pain in my thumb. That's weird. All right, next I picked up The Ministry of Time. I picked it up. I read 2 pages and I put it down. I am a mood reader, and I don't get it. It's like reading an interview from a time traveler. I mean, I'm not even that far in. 90 pages and 90 pages, and it's just kind of dragging, and I just don't really understand what is the point. However, at the back it says, clever, witty, and thought-provoking. And I think it's one of those books that, you know, when the ending comes and it's like, but I would rather watch a movie and then read a book, and they don't have a movie, so I think I'm just not in the mood for whatever this genre is. I think I'm gonna DNF it again, soft DNF it. And I'm not going to force myself because I actually want to enjoy it, because there's so many good reviews about this book. So I'm going to put it down. Again, 2 pages done at least. Listen, 2 pages better than no pages. And we're going to put it down because I don't want to hate this book. Yeah, so bit fail on that one, but I'm not going to lie to you. Third book, The Son of the Marked. I was actually excited to read this because, again, like I said, I was in a fantasy mood, and because I had such a busy week, I wanted to transport myself in the world that does not exist and just escape in it. So I was at 200 pages. I started reading it yesterday, and I got to chapter 18, which is 299. So I read almost 100 pages in one day. I am going to power through this as much as I can. Hopefully I can read for about an hour and power through another 100, because I really want to finish it tomorrow. And then on the weekend, see if I can finish another DNF'd book. But I was reading this and I was like, I do not remember anything I read for the first half. What am I reading? What is going on? Who is who? Where are they? Why is it in jail and this one's not? And I'm like, okay, just keep reading. Because, I mean, look at the font. The font is huge. And the pages, and like, look, I am literally like, bloop, 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 bloop. So just reading, so easy read. There's a lot of dialogue in here. You know, I love my dialogue. And then I caught up about 30 pages then, and I was like, oh, so the king got her as an assassin to travel and find out where this sickness was coming from, and apparently it's something to do with dark magic as well, but it's like a plague going around and killing everybody, and then she needs to discover where this plague come from. And then she's got this group of people that she doesn't like. They don't like each other, but then they're friends, but they're not really friends. So I'm at the part where she discovers something about herself, and they encountered one of the people that got sick, actually. Oh my God, look, my eyes are different size. I'm getting tired. So, and I got intrigued, and I really wanted to read it at school pickup, I only had 10 minutes, but I was like, you know what? No. Have a shower, get cozy, and actually go into the disease-plagued world and find out what kind of sorcerer magic they have in there, and who's the bad guy and who's the good guy, and who's going to fall in love, and who's going to kill who's going to betray who. So I'm actually really excited. And guess what? Guess what? You know I'm finishing this book because I went on Fish Pond and I bought book 2, 3, and 4 because I already have book 5. That makes no sense. I have book 1 and book 5. I know. But I got 2, 3, and 4. They were on sale for $17. And I don't care if it comes in like 8 weeks. I'm not in a rush. I actually really enjoy this series. I think this is going to be the total series. I think it's going to be a 5-star. This book is giving me so far maybe 3.5 and 4. I'm like, something needs to happen. So a little bit more needs to happen. But again, it's a 6-series book, and 5-series book, and I'm on in book 1. I'm not even finished it, so we know book 1's how they go. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping because I've been talking to you for over 7 minutes. So I am just going to read now. See you tomorrow. Hey guys, it's the next morning. I had terrible sleep and I went to bed so late. Actually, I went to bed earlier than usual, and then I couldn't fall asleep for like 2 hours. And in that time I could have read, but every time I start reading I fell asleep, and I put the book down, I'm wide awake. It is like as if I should have just let the book drop on me. So I only got to 50 pages. Doing my usual. I'm sitting in the morning, having a coffee and reading. So I'm going to try and read another 50 if I can, and then I have to get ready for my day before the kids wake up. Hey guys, I feel so relaxed because I literally just listened to a cat purring sound on Instagram for like 2 minutes straight. And I just feel the vibration still. It's so calming. Anyways, on another note, I'm still on this book today, and it's Friday. All week, I've been struggling to read because I had a huge week. And at the end of the day, I'm so tired. I'm almost done though. I have 100 pages left. I'm really hoping I can finish this in an hour so that on the weekend, I can start something else or like complete more like it. I don't know if I'll be able to get into Crescent City though because it's huge. So many words, so much to think about. I'm going to read through my collection and find something else because, trust me, there's a lot of DNF books. I'm so beautiful. Oh my God. So 100 pages. It's okay. I mean, the story is good, but my brain is not doing it right now. That's just the reality. Oh my God, that's just the reality. That's just real life, working full-time small business owner, mom. And I've got pets and garden. Help. I finished. And do you know how I finished? Do you know how I finished this book? I will show you. I will show you the reality. This is how I finished. To keep myself up, I started munching on Milo cereal. Great. This is so great. And yes, I'm chilling in my daughter's room. Chronicles of my daughter's room. Okay, I finished it. It was a drag. It is so much. There is dialogue. It felt like they were trying to figure out like magic, but then they kept talking about it and they weren't actually doing anything about it. And they put this scene in here. Is this like a young adult book? I think Oh my god, I'm so tired. I feel like it's young adult, and they put this like spicy scene, but they tried to make it like discreet, but they still. Because I was like thinking, man, this book would be pretty cool. Like when my daughter's like 17, she can read it. And then they put that scene, and I was like, you just ruined the book with that. I just feel like sometimes if you feel like you want to put a bit of spice in there, don't. Just don't. If it's a spicy book, then yeah. If it's not, just leave it. Because I feel like this would have been appropriate for even like late teen or so, like fantasy. And that spicy scene just ruined it for me. I feel like I will be kept going because the whole book summarized in the last paragraph, and the last paragraph was like, damn, like something came to know, and I was like, okay. And the sentence in the end, I was like, oh, wow, okay, like the cliffhanger I liked. So I'm glad that I bought the second book. I'm talking to you and I'm like literally falling asleep. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a full-time booktuber. I'm tired. Whew. Okay. Anyways, my brain, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I give this 3.5 star, but I'm very, 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 very keen to keep going with the series. I'm just glad I finished it. It took me forever, but I finished it. We did this. I'm going to stamp it, put it away, and go to bed. And I'm going to see what book I'm going to read next tomorrow. Okay. I'm back. It's the next day. I didn't read anything else. Instead, on this last day, I decided to go for a bike ride with my kid. And between work, my daughter's tennis lessons, getting lunch and laundry done, and bike riding for 3 hours, and finishing off with other house chores like cleaning our chicken coop and stuff, I just didn't have time. So I was a bit disappointed, and I'm like, that's probably not going to be interesting. But at the same time, I'm like, this is the reality. And made me realize that if I don't enjoy the book that I'm reading, it's going to take me so much longer. So much longer. Can you relate? I was going to read this. If I don't enjoy it, it will take me so much longer to read it. That is just the reality. Oh my god, everybody's so loud out there. Anyways, I'm gonna conclude this vlog because we're gonna go and watch a movie, spend some time with my kids, and we'll get started on a new vlog next week.